Hello again. So this is part 3 of this video. I wanted to just come and show you what I do next. I'm not going to actually tell you what I do next, and then really just share some final thoughts. So my hair is washed and moisturized. So how I wash it, see, I keep it in parts. I don't keep it in all the parts that I initially detangled it in, but I do keep it in 4 parts. And so I do this part, and then I move to the next part, and then I rinse it, and then on and on. So like I said, I have low porosity hair, which means that my hair does not take in moisture very easily. However, once it has that moisture and it's sealed, it holds on to it for a longer period of time. So part of the reason why I use apple cider vinegar is it helps opens up my cuticles so that my hair can take in some of the product that I'm using to keep it moisturized. So I rinse it with warm water to get all the gunk and stuff out, add my conditioner, and then rinse it again. And then I follow up with an oil after that. And then I rinse it again, but this time I rinse it with cold water. And that cold water just kind of closes up the cuticles to help retain that moisture. Now I'm going to do my lock method. So my leave-in conditioner, which I'm using the Shea Moisture. I just so happen to be using this right now. So it's, use whatever you want, whatever works for you. But I'm using this one by Shea Moisture. It's the one I'm just happen to be using right now. And I like it. So leave-in conditioner. Oil, I'm using castor oil. I love castor oil. It has a lot of great properties. It also helps your hair grow. Although, again, like I mentioned in the previous video, it really depends on your hair type and your hair texture. So, and of course, what you want to do. So castor oil, and then my cream, my cream is cocoa butter, shea butter, shea butter. Okay, so that's what I'm going to follow up with. And I'm just going to do my hair in some twists. I'm not going to do a lot of twists. Mainly because I don't intend to take it out tomorrow because it will not be dry. So like I said, it is difficult to take in moisture, but once it does not release it. So it is going to take my hair until Monday to be fully dry. I kid you not. So it's going to be wrapped tomorrow. And then hopefully by Monday it'll be dry and we'll see what we can do with it. But that's essentially my wash day routine. My final thoughts. So I know, like, if you have a young child, like some of you that I tag, you have young kids and you're like, wait, how am I going to do this with a young kid? Part of like doing it outside of the shower, or most of it outside the shower, like the detangling process and all of that, and even like sometimes I shampoo outside the shower too. So I'll detangle it, add my shampoo, which I kind of did today, but anyway, add my shampoo, twist it, and all of that outside the shower, and then I just go in the shower and rinse it. So part of that, yes, it is economical because you don't waste a lot of product or a lot of money and water. But it also gives you the opportunity, like me, I was listening to a sermon when I wasn't recording. So it gives you the opportunity to be doing something else. You're not as harsh or like just trying to get it done and over with. But also just think about like there is a culture, like there is a hair culture, particularly for people of color. I can't speak to white culture because I'm not part of that culture, but as a person of color, I can speak to that. And the whole idea of sitting with your mom and your sisters or your aunts or whatever and having your hair done is how you learn a lot about womanhood within your own culture. So there is that aspect of it. And so if you think about it, okay, I'm going to use this time to build a culture with my child, or I'm going to use this time to get to know what are they thinking, what are they talking about, what kind of hair do they want, what are their goals for their hair, if they're old enough to have these conversations, because they might not be. What are your goals for your child's hair? So it's an opportunity to have those conversations while you're just sitting down and detangling and moisturizing, or etc. So it gives you the opportunity to have those kinds of conversations if you can. If they're not old enough, then it gives you the opportunity to listen to a sermon or listen to a book or have them do some coloring or whatever. So just I just wanted to throw that out there to just think about that as an opportunity, not to think about it as a hindrance or just a time consuming thing, but it is a life process for your child and for you as well. So it's important to just kind of think about how this time is really an investment. The other thing too, if you have short hair, like a TWA or something like that, that's teeny weeny afro. So if it's short, you don't need to spend this time like detangling it as much because it's shorter. It is easier to manipulate and detangle. As well as style. So it might not be as time consuming as if the hair is longer. So anyway, just those kinds of things to think about. Again, if you have questions, let me know. I'd be very happy to answer them. All right, I am going to get to this so I can go to bed. Bye.